We've all been there, thinking this time it's different. He's charming. He listens. You laugh until your cheeks hurt. For a moment, it feels like everything the movies promised, that perfect blend of chemistry and connection. But then something shifts. The messages slow down. His tone changes. You start to wonder, was it ever real? Dating in today's world feels like walking through an emotional maze, where attraction, expectations, and vulnerability all collide. For many women, the biggest mistakes in love aren't about being too emotional or too trusting. They're about confusing what feels good with what's truly right. And that's what we're unpacking today. The most common dating mistakes women make, and what they can teach us about real connection. Now, before we dive in, let me say this clearly. This isn't about judgment. It's about awareness, the kind that helps you step into your power emotionally and mentally. Because when you understand the patterns, you can finally rewrite them. So, grab your tea, take a deep breath, and let's talk, woman to woman, heart to heart, about what's really happening in modern dating and why so many incredible women find themselves in situations that drain their energy instead of nurturing their hearts. Let's start with something that almost everyone has faced, that magnetic pull of chemistry that makes your heart skip and your logic vanish. Physical chemistry can be intoxicating. That spark, that electricity, it can make you feel alive. It's powerful, but it's also deceptive. When intimacy happens too early, before emotional trust is built, something subtle but significant occurs. Your body bonds before your heart understands. You start to see him through rose-colored glasses. You want to believe he's the one because your body already feels connected. But that closeness, that illusion of intimacy, can cloud your judgment. You stop asking the deeper questions. You overlook the small red flags. You tell yourself, maybe he's just busy, when really he's pulling away. It's not weakness, it's biology. Your emotions attach faster when physical closeness happens before emotional foundation. And once that bond forms, it's harder to see things clearly. So what's the alternative? Slow it down, not as a test or a game, but as a boundary of self-respect. Let him earn intimacy, not just physically, but emotionally. A man who genuinely wants a connection will value the process. He won't pressure, he won't rush, he'll respect your pace. Because to the right man, your boundaries aren't obstacles. They're proof that you value yourself. True connection isn't built in a night. It's revealed over time. Here's something we rarely talk about. Maturity and emotional readiness don't always match age. Many women limit their dating pool to men their age or younger because it feels comfortable, relatable, or even fair. But here's the truth. Sometimes, age comes with emotional grounding, patience, and life experience that can make a massive difference in a relationship. Older men, not all, but many, have reached a stage where they value peace over chaos, honesty over games. They're less interested in proving something and more focused on building something. That doesn't mean you should only date older men. It means you should look beyond the number. Ask yourself, is he emotionally available? Is he ready to invest in something real? A relationship isn't built on how old someone is. It's built on shared values, communication, and growth. Love doesn't check your birth year. It checks your readiness. And sometimes, expanding your perspective opens doors to the kind of partnership you didn't even realize you were missing. Let's be honest, we've all overlooked the nice guy. He texts consistently, he shows up, he listens. But there's no spark, at least not the instant kind. You tell yourself, he's sweet, but maybe too nice. Here's the twist, that too nice feeling often comes from unfamiliarity. We get used to emotional chaos, the highs and lows, the mixed signals, the thrill of uncertainty. When someone shows up calm, consistent, and respectful, it almost feels boring because it's not triggering our usual emotional roller coaster. But that's not boredom, that's safety. Nice doesn't mean weak. A genuinely kind man, one who listens, remembers, and makes effort, isn't trying to impress you with drama. He's showing you reliability, care, and respect. The nice guy might not set your heart racing at first, but love built on emotional peace, trust, and mutual respect is the kind that lasts. So next time you meet someone steady, don't dismiss it. Give safety a chance to feel exciting again. We all know this one, the bad boy charm. The confidence, the intensity, the unpredictable energy that feels like a challenge. But let's be real, it's not a challenge, it's a cycle. A cycle of hope, disappointment, and temporary highs that leave you drained. Attraction to bad boys isn't about love. It's about chemistry mixed with fantasy. It's the thrill of potential, not the reality of consistency. And here's the hardest truth. When you keep giving chances to someone who repeatedly shows you who they are, you're teaching them your boundaries don't matter. You don't owe anyone endless forgiveness. Second chances are for growth, not for patterns that repeat. The real strength isn't in holding on, it's in walking away. The next time you catch yourself, RO, feelings are beautiful. They make us human. But feelings can also deceive us, especially when they're fueled by attraction, loneliness, or fantasy. Ask yourself this. Does he make you feel loved, or does he make you think you're loved? Feelings fade, but actions tell the truth. Does he call when he says he will? Does he listen, show up, keep his promises? The foundation of a lasting relationship isn't how passionately someone makes you feel. It's how consistently they treat you with respect. Love should feel warm, not anxious. It should bring peace, not confusion. So next time your emotions say yes, let your logic ask why. Because genuine love doesn't just happen. It's built through actions that match words. Dating is not a game. It's a reflection of how you see yourself. Every boundary you set, every red flag you notice, every choice you make, it's all communication with your own worth. The truth is, you can't control how others behave, but you can control how you respond, what you allow, and who you let into your heart. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be aware. Because awareness is what transforms patterns into wisdom. And when you truly know your worth, you'll stop chasing validation and start attracting alignment. So the next time you catch yourself falling too fast, settling too soon, or forgiving too often, pause. Ask yourself, is this love feeding my soul or draining it? You deserve more than temporary affection. You deserve consistent love, deep respect, and peaceful connection. And that begins with you.